MP coach's decision last game against the Celtics. Liangelo Ball was back in the lineup today against the Washington Wizards, and he scored his first NBA bucket. Now I know he scored last game, but that was a free throw. This one was a field goal. Both LaMelo and Liangelo featured in the same NBA game again, just not at the same time. Now we are going to analyze and break down Gelo's performance, because I think this performance was pretty revealing, in a positive way by the way. Today was a W for Gelo in what was his biggest test so far. I'll explain more what I mean by that as we get into the video, but first, we gotta spare a prayer for LaMelo Ball. The youngest Ball brother was forced to leave the game early after a scary injury. Here's a look right here, roll the clip.
What happened?
Ooh, and LaMelo, awkward step.
You heard that nigga yell? That's crazy, bro. That nigga in the league now, bro. Y'all remember when he was in high school? Everybody was doubting that nigga, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Now almost all the Melo brothers in the NBA. Bro, I ain't gonna be able to see it, bro.
Yeah, second time today we have seen a player land. Yeah, second time today we have seen a player land on another foot.
Shit. That looked painful on the bros.
Typical unavoidable incident right here. Melo rolls his ankle on the drive. You wince when you look at it on the replay. He went down, stayed down, which is never a good sign, especially from an honest player like Melo. He's tough, like he's not gonna fake it. And I kinda got wrist injury vibes when I saw it. The way he was just lying there on the ground. The man kept it together, Kobe style, hit the free throws before limping off to the locker room, and from there he never returned. Now they're saying on Twitter it's an ankle sprain. The severity of it isn't yet known. We don't know how long he's going to be out for. I guess we just need to hope he's all good and that he'll return in time for the season opener next week. I have no doubt we'll get info on Melo's injury tomorrow.
I can't wait for the NBA
and as soon as we get some info on that, I'll update you guys. So to stay in the loop, click that big red button, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Also, like the video if you want to see Gelo in the NBA. We're going to need 3k likes for G3.
Of course.
But yeah, the Charlotte Hornets went into this game 0-3 in preseason, and when you hear that they're facing off against the Bradley Beal-less Washington Wizards at the Spectrum Center, you're thinking and hoping that this is the game they finally win. Of course, they never. The Hornets lost this game. They bottled it in a way only Charlotte could. And I know some of you don't like to put too much stock into preseason, but it's hard not to when the team looks this bad. I'm telling you, if this form continues into the regular season, Clifford might be gone by Christmas. With the scoreline being so close down the stretch, I'd kind of conceded that Gelo wouldn't get any playing time. I'm thinking, is an 0-3 coach desperate to get his first win on the board at home gonna go to his bench warmers to close out a game down the stretch? Well, that's exactly what he did, and I only knew it was coming when he put Crutcher into the game at the 7-minute mark of the fourth, ahead of Terry Rozier by the way. I then had a feeling Gelo would come, and with around 4 minutes left, coming out of a timeout, he put Gelo into the game. Now this was his biggest test yet. In the other games, against Boston and Indiana, Gelo was thrown in at the end of blowouts. They call it garbage time for a reason, because those are the worst types of minutes. Play style goes out the window, everyone is stat padding, ball hogging, it's horrible. And extremely difficult to try and stand out and make an impression, especially in Gelo's case, when you're the only guy at that point of the game still trying to play the right way. The game was completely different, it was a tight ball game, 1 or 2 possessions in it. Gelo was trusted by Clifford at the end of the game to try help take his team to their first W. Look, you can try downplay the significance of Gelo getting into the game all you want. I didn't see Willis Snead get in. I didn't see Anthony DeRugi get in. Or
Joe, why are you saying their names like that?
It really seems as if Liangelo and Crutcher are the 2 players on non-guaranteed deals that have impressed the coach the most. Now the minutes would suggest that Crutcher more so than Gelo, but still, Gelo must be doing something right. Now at this point of the game, the guards are going to dominate the ball. Bouknight and Crutcher, high screen and rolls with Kai Jones, was pretty much the play every time down the floor. Gelo's job was to stay in the corner, be disciplined, wait for one of the guards to kick on a drive, and
Y'all
get an
gonna show
open
us when he
shot.
scored?
Now, he didn't get many touches. On offense, really none at all. But the one time he did, he made it count. Jello was smart, and with the Hornets trailing by 4 with just under 3 minutes to go, James Bouknight found Jello in the corner, who instead of panicking or forcing up a contested shot, faced up with his defender, put the ball on the floor, headed baseline, put his shoulder into the defender, and just when it looked like he had nowhere to go, whaps out his passport, unleashes the inner Lithuania in him, skips by his defender with a Eurostep, and laid it up and in with the right hand. Huge bucket from Jello at a decisive point in the game to cut the lead to just 2. You know the old saying,
change isn't just good, it's creamy and spicy. Rum chata.
Type shit. That's what he did for real.
4 times the charm. Game 1 he went scoreless. Game 2 he scored 1 point. Game 3 he scored 2 points. You see the trajectory? Jello is statistically improving every game. Heck, he should have got more of the ball. I think Jello was locked in. He was giving good effort on the defensive end too. He was unlucky with, good offense and ended up getting scored on a few times, but he was still making an effort clear enough for anyone to see. Charlotte ended up blowing this game, particularly due to poor guard play. Crutcher had one nice lob to Kai from the pick and roll, then started forcing the same play, which resulted in turnovers. James Bouknight was careless with the ball all night. Way too many silly unforced turnovers. Had about 3 backcourt violations.
Damn.
Now, he did score the ball a bit better this game, and of course assisted Jello on his bucket, so not going to be too hard on him. But you know what's really sad?
Crazy.
Is I really think this was the game where Clifford would have played both the Ball brothers together. It made perfect sense, didn't it? Give the fans what they want to see on the final preseason game at home. I really think if LaMelo didn't get injured, he'd have closed out this game in place of Bouknight. Heck, Book played like the last 15 minutes straight of the entire game. They obviously were still trying to win, and along with the Swarm guys, wanted a young guard out there. McGowan's had been out there as long as Book, so I'm thinking, with 4 minutes to go, the timeout, Jello replaces McGowan's, LaMelo replaces Bouknight. That way you're not only experimenting Liangelo and LaMelo at the same time, but you're also giving LaMelo, who's most likely going to be your closer this season, an opportunity to take over and seal the win for your team. Obviously LaMelo got injured, couldn't return, and that's why Bouknight ended up closing the game. That's what I think anyway. But not all hope is lost. There is still one remaining preseason game against the Sixers. A chance
I would be
remains
mad
of
if I
Melo
had
and
to sit
Jello
on the
playing
bench
together
behind
on
my
an
little
NBA
brother.
floor. It's the last preseason game, so Clifford might just have to do it. However, that all depends on Melo's availability, which I wouldn't be counting on, as that injury didn't look good in real time. And I don't see why Charlotte would even risk playing him against Philly when the regular season is right around the corner. If that's the case, and Melo doesn't play, then I'm afraid we have been robbed of a Ball brother reunion on an NBA floor. Point blank period.
That's crazy,
Jello
bro.
Plays in 3 out of 4
Is
games,
Jello bad luck? Are you bad luck, Mr. Jello?
Play at the same time as his brother is an absolute travesty. It just doesn't feel like it's meant to be. We were so close. But here's hoping at the very least we get to see Jello against Philly if Melo's going to be injured. And we'll be going live for that game right here on the channel. So if you want to see that, click that big red button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, make sure to run up the likes if you're hyped to see